Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss how we can return values from a function and the pass statement. Okay, so functions can send data back to the code that called them using the return statement. Okay, when a function reaches a return statement, it stops executing and sends the result back. So what exactly happened under the hood? That particular function which is returning something, right? That function gets popped out from the call stack of the Python. So I do not want to get deeper into the call stack right now, but it is something which happens under the hood. Okay. If a function does not have a return statement, it returns none by default. Okay. So let's see that in action. And to be honest, we have seen some of the things in action before. So let's do nums equals to a list. Okay, let's do 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and now what if we want to print the length of the nums? How we can do that? We can do that something like length. So let's do nums length. Okay, equals to what we have to do. We have to use the len function, right? Len and then nums. All right, and now we can print the nums length. Okay, all right, run the program and we are getting 5 here. So what exactly is happening under the hood? Basically, this len function returns the value, basically the length value, and we are storing that particular return value inside of the nums length variable, and we are printing out here as well. And we can do that, or we can do something like this. So we can get rid of this one, we can just cut this one, we can just print out this one as well, which we have seen. Okay, so this is how the return basically works. So under the hood, inside of this length function, this length function returns the number of item in a container. As you can see, it is showing up here, okay, inside of the VS Code. So how we can do that in our code? So let's see that in action. So let's declare a function here. So I will just comment out this once. Let's declare a function def get greeting. Okay, parenthesis colon, and then we can just do something like this. You might think we can just do something like this. Hello there. Okay. And now if I just do something like print of something like this one, or let's do something like message equals to get greeting. Okay, and now print the message. All right, so you might think like, hey, it should return this string here, right? But now if you just hover over this function here, as you can see, we are getting get greeting, and here inside of the VS Code, it is showing here unknown. So basically these are type hints. Basically what exactly it is showing us here, we are seeing here like, hey, this function is returns unknown currently right now. So if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting none. Okay, so currently right now our get greeting function is not returning anything. To return this value or this string, what we have to do, we have to add the return keyword. Okay, and add a space here. All right, now if I just hover over this one, it is still showing unknown, but that is totally fine. Currently right now, if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting hello there here. Okay, we can do something like this, or just like before, as you can see, we can do something like this as well. So I can just copy this one and paste it down here. Okay, we can directly use this function. Okay, and still it is returning the hello there message. Okay, so this is how we can return values from a function. We can return this string, we can return some sort of a number as well, something like 5. Okay, run the program. As you can see, we are getting 5 here. Okay, so let's do something like this. Let's do hello there. Okay, because it is a greeting message. All right. Okay, so once again, we have seen everything here. And if a function does not have a return statement, it returns none by default, which we have seen, right? When we do not have the return statement here, we just returned none. Okay, and when we hit the return statement, the code stops executing. So what do I mean by that? So let's add a print here. So print, and here let's do before. Okay, return. All right, and then we can add another print after return. All right, now if I just run the program, okay, we are getting this ones. So what I'll do, I'll just get rid of this one currently right now, run the program once again, because we are calling this function here. That is why we have been getting the before return twice before. Okay, so now as you can see, we are getting before return and we are getting hello there because of this print statement, but we are not getting the after return. Okay, this print statement is not running right now. So inside of a function, whenever we hit a return statement, we just stop executing the function at that point. Okay, after you can have many other things, but those things will not be executed. Okay, so here, as you can see, when a function reaches a return statement, it stops executing and sends the result back. Okay, basically, once again, what exactly is happening under the hood? The function is getting popped out of the call stack inside of the Python. Okay, all right, so this is how the return works. Okay, so this is how we can return values from the function. All right, now let's discuss about the pass statement. Okay, or the pass keyword. Basically, the function definitions cannot be empty. If you need to create a function placeholder without any code, you can use the pass statement. The pass statement often used when developing, allowing you to define the structure first and implement the details later. So what exactly does that mean? So we are having this function get greeting. So let's declare another function. So def my function, okay, colon, and here what we can do, we can do some of the things. We can print out something like that. But currently right now, I do not want to implement the functionality of this function. Okay, so now if I just keep it as empty, as you can see, VS Code is giving me an error as well. And if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting an error, indent error. So expected an indented block after the function definition at line 31. So what exactly it is saying? It is saying like, hey, we are expecting some sort of code inside of your function. Okay, so in that case, if you want to create some empty function, what you can do, you can use the pass keyword. So pass, and that is all. So in that way, what will happen is that if I just run the program right now, we are not getting any sort of errors. Okay, so whenever we are using the pass keyword, it means like, hey Python, just ignore the function. I am creating this function to create my structure of the code, but currently right now, I do not want to have any sort of functionality inside of this function, but I will add some functionality later on. Okay, so this is the pass statement here. Okay, the pass statement is often used when developing, allowing you to define the structure first and implement the details later. Okay, so this is the pass statement here. So whenever we want to have some sort of an empty function or empty code block, basically, we want to use the pass statement for that. Okay, so in this video, we have learned about the return values in function and the pass statement in functions. Okay, awesome.